welcome Chad, Alan, Gemma.
Wow, thank you. Guys, I got a bit of bad health news recently. Yeah, I went to the doctor. I was actually being seen for depression. Surprise. And the thing is, my counselor told me that I needed an antidepressant. Go and talk to your primary care physician. So that's what I did. I went and talked to my doctor, and I said, hey, I'm being seen for depression. Write it, come on. And he was like, you don't need pills. You just have a case of the SADs. Just a case of the SADs. That's what he said to me. You have a case of the SADs. So then a couple months later, I went in because I was having massive, massive stomach pains. And I was like, Doc, I don't know what's going on. He goes, you probably have IBS. Here, let's prescribe you an antidepressant. Because apparently my stomach's more upset than I am. Don't know how that fucking works. But yeah, the health news, I was diagnosed with IBS. Yeah, this is a terrible thing for me. I'm an Italian American. I don't know what I'm allowed to eat anymore. It's like I lost my fucking religion. So I had to look it up. I had to look up, what am I allowed to eat with IBS? What can go in here? And on the list of foods I was not allowed to eat was things like pizza, carbs, greasy foods, and for some reason, rooted plants like carrots and parsnips. Not too partial to those, so yeah, I'm going to take the L on that. But on the list of foods I was allowed to eat was also rooted plants like carrots and parsnips. So I'm thinking, much like the condition, diet's kind of a crapshoot. Poop jokes, guys. Poop jokes. That's the tier of comedy that I'm at. Geez. Speaking of my butthole, that's a great segue for this. I also have hemorrhoids. Yeah, I also have hemorrhoids. Don't yay. What are you doing? Yeah, I got hemorrhoids, and the thing is, the way you get hemorrhoids is not cool. Sir, right in the front here, what's the coolest way that you've ever hurt yourself? Quick.
About 2 hours ago when
2 hours ago when he was getting a tattoo. Geez, save some pussy for the rest of us. Wow, a tattoo in Portland. Jesus, you want to know how I got hemorrhoids? I was standing for too long. Guys, I broke my butthole from loitering. Which is the worst punishment for loitering. Because, you can loiter outside of the building, and yeah, you'll get taken to jail or something, but at least your butthole's not going to hurt afterwards. Actually, it might, but that's a different topic. Yeah, hemorrhoids suck, man. I hear people tell me things all the time, like the human body is such a miracle. Oh my goodness, I have seen mothers lift cars off of their children because of an adrenaline rush. And I'm like, yeah, you know what else is a cool thing the human body does? If you do nothing for too long, you'll break your asshole. That's a miraculous thing the human body does. I actually recently decided to get treatment for my hemorrhoids. I decided to do something about it. So I went to the Oregon Hemorrhoid Clinic. That's a thing. It was actually per the suggestion of another comic. She basically came up to me and said, hey, do this. They shoot lasers into your butthole and it gets rid of the hemorrhoids. So I had to figure this out. I went in there and essentially it's not a laser. That's the first question I asked the doctor and he's like, are you fucking stupid? It's not a laser, it's an electrode. They take an electrode and they shove it in your pooper and they zap the hemorrhoids until they shrink and disappear. And when I found out about this, guys, my ass was shocked. It's pretty lowbrow stuff, I know. But anyway, I was getting the treatment done, and the doctor looks at me as he's sticking this thing in my butt. It's called a scope. Essentially, it's a cylinder, and it keeps your butthole open so that they can shove the electrode in. And when he did that, when he put it in my ass, I can't make this up. He asked me, how does that feel? Well, Doc, it feels like we've been in a 3-year relationship and you're trying to keep shit interesting. What do you mean, how does that feel? It feels awful. I have hemorrhoids, and you just shoved something in my butt. I didn't tell him stop, but... Ooh, no. But anyway, to end this, after the treatment, I went to the front desk and they showed me the bill, and I'm like, oh, I'm getting fucked in the ass twice today. Great. Then I found out my insurance doesn't cover it, so 3 times. It's awesome. That's awesome. All right, guys, I'm gonna go take a shit. Have a good one.